Hi, lovely morning. Are you there? Okay. Adish, are you okay? Yeah, my
Yes, miss.
Amal? Oh my God. Today also. It's audible now? Fatima?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, please wait.
Ma'am, I didn't hear you.
Now is it okay? Good. Okay. So, have you done the homework?
Your
Ma'am,
voice is very fast.
Can you present it? Amal, are you there?
Your voice is very fast.
Yes, ma'am. Can you can present? Either Amal or because Adish was absent yesterday. Yesterday night I checked the Google Classroom, so I didn't find it. So I was like, okay, you had you know the nation, right? Yeah, I have the question, but I forgot about it. So in the night, Fatima, it's your turn. Okay. She was someone who contributed the most in this company, therefore she deserves a raise of. Can you write this again? She was the one who contributed most in this company, therefore she deserves a raise of. Are used to who, right? Miss, could you repeat that? So they are used the connector who. Okay, then proceed. S1. There was a big festival happening between many people from all around the world. Yeah, okay, it's okay. The restaurant I went to the other day is a visit. They started packaging associates to house. Okay, it's okay. My motivation for collection of legacy is from support of my family and friends. In the restaurant, go to the desert at night, the sun stream cold. My sister whom loves the cold always supports the desert in the English. Okay, so then we have the bed and close. Okay, am I audible? I didn't understand what you said. Is it okay? No, I'm understanding what you said, but you're very. Now, is it okay? Yes. So, next we have to learn an article. Do you know what's article? Article on grammar. So newspapers and all you might have seen that. Can you explain what is an article? No, I have taken. Fatima is responding. Is it audible now? She's asking to she's asking to explain what's yeah. Article. Have you seen articles in newspapers at all? Yes, miss. Yeah. Can you explain the salient features of an article or the structure? Can you? Article does not have a main structure. It's just with the beginning and the paragraph. Yeah, that's one thing. There we are not following a specific structure formatting an article. Instead, no, normal. That I don't understand a single thing what you say. Fatima, is it okay? Not reading. Okay. Now, is it okay? Yes, miss. Okay. In an article, we may not follow an exact structure. Instead, we'll be presenting things in a systematic order. Okay. So, my question is, let me ask you a question. Okay. So, no need to present. So, can you say which are the hottest places in Earth? Because we are going to read about something related to that. Hottest places on Earth. Sorry. Middle East. Middle East. Okay. Then Amal. Amal, which are the coldest places? Arctic. Arctic. Okay. Adish. Adish, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
So which are the hottest places? Sorry? Actually, weather or climate is same in all places. No. It differs from place to place, right? Yeah. Okay. So the climate will definitely influence the when they wear things, the attire, house, the way of living, and everything, isn't it? Yeah. Have you heard about igloo? Igloo? What? Igloo. Eskimos.
Miss, are you saying, have you seen an igloo?
Have you heard about igloo?
Yeah, yes.
What's actually igloo?
It's made of ice. It's a house-made structure.
Made up of what?
Ice.
Yep. So why these shows prefer to build house using ice? Reason will be there, not. Why did they prefer to have igloo instead of a normal house, like made up of wood or stone?
Because there's no walls or anything like that there.
Another thing is the climate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're adapted to that kind of house because they are a bit tough house actually, isn't it? The way they wear things or attire is also a part of it. Am I right? Okay.
Miss, you didn't give that.
Okay, they're the way they wear things, which means they attire, is also a part of it. Okay. In the hottest places, it's not possible to have any glue, right? Because it will melt. There won't be that much ice to make that. So let me show you an article and have to say what is a core aspect of this article. Okay. Or what does the title suggest? Okay. Okay. Okay, just look at this. Have a look at this. So someone please read the title of this article. It's not possible to zoom it.
It means that the refugee building homes in the desert from plastic bottles.
Can you infer what does it mean actually?
And mine is
What does it indicate?
when it's building bottles. I mean, building a house from bottles.
Yeah. So it's an engineer, Tactic Levy, has designed houses for refugee camps using what?
The bottles.
Plastic bottles. Okay. So let me play video. Please have a listen.
Tragedy. Meet the refugee building homes.
See, this is the audio of the article. Okay. Got it.
Yes, miss.
I mean, it's talking now.
Yeah.
Engineer Levy designed houses for refugee camps that are resistant to heat, some stores, rain. It was sun-dried brick house, says Tata Levy. The roof was made of sheets for sink, one of these heat conductors. Louis and I had to endure high temperatures, rain, and storms, sometimes take the roof. Said 27, studied renewable energy at Tilton University. What he wanted to speak in GH. Almost University area. When I came to live, decided to build a place for my grandmother to live. It's more worthy. All he needed 6,000.
Sorry?
Not giving me a brief.
Yeah? Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, sorry. I'll play first, yeah?
G. Building homes in the desert. Tools. Engineer Levy designed houses for refugee camps that are resistant to desert heat. Stores like mentioned rain. I was born in a sun-dried brick house, says. It was made of sheets of zinc, heat conductors. Louis and I had to endure high temperatures, rain, and thunderstorms that sometimes take the roof. Said, studied renewable energy at Tulane University in Algeria, where he to study GH. Almost University in Canaria, Spain. When it came to the camp, he decided to build a place for my grandmother to live in, more worthy. All he needed with 6,000 bottles filled with cement and straw. Then, next to each other, so more layers of bottles, making a circular wall. Once the main structure is created, the walls are covered with cement, limestone, and then painted next to a subterranean to keep the room cool. Prevent us from its hot. Lowering it to 5 degrees Celsius, said Pat. He decided to have 2 layers to improve airflow to make it more resistant to heat. The first covering consists of mats made of recyclables. It's a layer of cement. The round shape of the building was carefully chosen as well. According to Pat, the shape prevents light rays entering directly, which reduces heat. It also prevents cement from accumulating on the outside of the structure during sandstorms. These constructions weren't always welcomed by the refugees, for whom a good, strong house could not possibly be. First, they called me the crazy gospel man. They'd seen houses with their own eyes. Check better, he said. As we realised that it's hard to fit furniture and carpets in a round house, we are testing alternatives so that the house is round outside but square inside, to make it possible for people their belongings to shelves, he said. It is also important to make the house more spacious, because always need a wide room to guests. These rooms also help create jobs in a place where there are hardly any. It takes 4 people to make houses, 4 others to fill them, 4 builders to construct them. Drivers are also required to transport sand and bottles, as I said. We are creating an industry around plastic houses, he added.
Is it clear? I think to see if it is needed. So why did he choose to build houses using plastics?
Instead of wasting a plastic, it would be used to be helpful which is around the world.
Yeah. Then why did the journalist choose to write about Tante Levy? What is special about it?
What is that?
Okay, why did the journalist choose to write about Tante Levy? And what is special about him?
He also lived in a house which I will explain around that.
It's okay.
So he had a big house to live there.
Okay, let me show you. Okay, here we have a question. Before that, let me ask you a few things. Okay, please say, which 2 material was Chappie's childhood house made of?
Could you repeat that?
Okay, which 2 materials was Chappie's childhood house made of? Using what his childhood house made?
Brick and zinc.
Brick and zinc, exactly. Yeah. Then, what's the problem with the roof of his childhood house? What happened to it? Roof.
It would sometimes fall off.
Sometimes because of why? Another thing is that high temperature influenced it, affected it. Yeah. Then, after studying at university, where did he build the first home? Where did he build the first house? Sorry?
A house for his grandmother?
No, sorry, stop. First time, where did he build a house after studying at university? My question is, after studying at university, where did he build his first house? What's the title? Okay, let me play it once again. And have to say all these things. Please listen
Could you
carefully.
repeat the question?
Track 15.
So where did he build the first house?
The first house was her grandmother's.
Okay, please have a listen.
You can make it.
Track 15. Meet the refugee building homes in the desert. Signals. Engineer Ted Labib designed houses for refugees to resist heat, storms, he was born in a central brick house, says Ted Labib. The roof was made of sheets of zinc, one of the best heat conductors. My family and I had to endure high temperatures, rain, and sandstorms that sometimes take the roof. Kate, 27, studied renewable energy at Tlemcen University in Algeria, from where he went on to study energy efficiency at Las Palmas University, Gran Canaria. When I came back to the camp, I decided to build a place for my grandmother to live that was more comfortable, more worthy of her. All he needed was 6,000 empty plastic bottles. The bottles filled with sand and straw. More layers of bottles added, making a circular wall. Once the main structure is created, the walls are covered with cement and limestone, and then painted white to reflect the sun's rays and to keep them cool. It's not. Even lowering the temperature to 5 degrees Celsius, said Titton. He decided that the roof should have 2 layers to improve airflow, to make it more resistant to heat. The first story consists of mats made from recycled plastic. Layers mat. The current shape of the building was carefully chosen as well. According to Tate, the shape prevents light rays entering the reduces heat. It also prevents sand from accumulating on the outside of the structure during sandstorms. Tate's constructions were not always welcomed by the refugees, for whom a good, strong house could not possibly be built with plastic walls. First, they called me a crazy bottle man. Once they had seen the houses with their own eyes, they understood the project better, he said. Tate realized that it's hard to fit furniture and carpets in a round house. We are testing alternatives so that the house is round outside the squares to make it possible for people to put things on shelves, he said. It is also important to make homes bigger, more spacious, because the Sahrawis need a very wide room to welcome guests. These homes also help create jobs in a place where there are hardly any. It takes 4 people to pick up the bottles, 4 others to fill them, and 4 builders to construct the house. Drivers are also required to transport sand and metals, as I said. We are creating plastic houses, he added.
Okay. Now is it clear?
Yes, miss.
What did he build the first house?
Refugee camps.
Yeah, refugee camp, that is it, right? Okay. What are the walls of
He
his
was only a sun dried.
okay? What are the walls of his grandmother's new house made of?
Sheets of houses.
Sorry.
What are they on?
What are the walls of his grandmother's house made of?
6,000 plastic bottles.
Only that?
Cement paints. Cement white paint.
Actually, the bottles were filled with sand and
Can you repeat that?
the bottles were filled with sand and straw. Okay.
Ma'am, I did not get you.
Bottles were filled with sand and snow. Yeah. So, next question. Okay, so when there's storm, okay, what are the advantages of having a square house?
Brown house.
Square, okay, round house.
The shape prevents light rays and directly sandstorms.
Yeah. Then, since when Tashi told people about this idea, why did they call it the crazy bottle man? People, okay, on hearing his purpose, people called him the crazy people man, right? So bottle man. Why?
Because they thought stone houses would not be made out of plastic bottles.
They thought that won't be stabbed
They
also.
were making it.
Yeah, they simply mocked at him because they thought that house won't be stabbed. Isn't it? They thought that using if he's building the house using bottles, it won't be stable. Okay,
Ma'am, I did get you.
if people thought that. Wait. Now is it okay? Okay, they thought that if the houses are made of bottle, it won't be stable.
Yes.
Yeah, strong and stable. Yeah, right. Same answer. So, Tattoo is going to make 2 changes to his original design. Have you heard it?
Yes.
What are they? Okay, just wait. Adish, are you there? Adish.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you hearing me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, the question is, Tata is going to make 2 changes to his original design. What are they?
To change inside.
Sorry? Can you repeat?
Ma'am, like inside to make it like to put the furniture and stuff.
How to make it okay, he had a plan of designing something like by imparting some changes, by giving some changes. Which all are there? Fatima?
Yes,
So actually, what is this new plan?
he wanted to make the outside round and the inside square
Very good. Why?
to put their belongings on the shelf.
Yeah, and also
the
to
house
make the
bigger.
house bigger, right?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, detached home are good for the environment, right? Detached homes are good for the environment.
What homes?
Are eco-friendly actually. It won't harm the nature, environment. Have you got it?
Yes, miss.
Okay, how? Why?
Because they're reusing it.
They are reusing it. Actually, he was planning for creating more jobs in the field. Amal, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if any problem, you have to say.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's proceed to the next page. Okay, next question is not question, have to discuss on it. How many words for building materials can you find in this article? For example, plastic. Like, how many words for building materials can you find in this article?
Sunbrick,
Yeah.
sun-dried brick,
Yeah.
cement,
Okay. Right.
plastic bottle,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Sing. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Adish, you can also say something.
limestone,
Limestone. Yeah, right. There. There.
bottles filled with sand and
Straw. Yeah, yeah. There. Okay, can you say what materials are good heat conductors? Have you heard the term heat conductors?
yeah, sheets of zinc.
Yeah, sheets of zinc. Then, okay, which are resistant to heat.
Cement,
Resistant to heat. Okay, then which materials are good to make roofs in your countries? Sorry, not in hot countries. Should I repeat the question?
yeah, I have.
Which materials are good to make roofs in hot countries? Is the question clear?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. Can you say which all materials? Okay, zinc, then
Mats from recycled
mm-hmm.
plastic.
Okay. Is it a good idea to have large windows in hot country?
No.
Okay, will you search on it? When you come tomorrow, will you present it? Like, I'll share the question in your Google Classroom, okay? Okay, you have to
Okay,
write
miss.
something about it. Please don't forget, Amal.
Okay.
Amal, you have to do
Ma'am,
yesterday's
I
activity
have
also.
this actually, but I checked the Google Classroom at the night. I was not.
Okay, so have to check it.
But you have uploaded actually.
So you have to do one thing. Write at least 5 sentences on that what we have learned relative close. That's the first homework. And this question I'll upload there today itself by today evening. Okay. So let me ask you one more thing. Okay. In pairs, find these words in these texts and try to work out. Before that, let me ask a few more things. Okay, what kind of homes are there in your neighborhood? Is the question clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay, what kind of homes are there in your neighborhood?
The material or
For example, apartments like that.
villas,
Villas, okay, then
flat,
flats.
hotel rooms.
Yeah, hotel rooms. Hotels, not hotel, hotel. Isn't it, Fatima?
It's hotel.
Actually, the exact pronunciation is hotel. But we are mixing both. Actually, contextually, we are using both. That's okay. But exact pronunciation is hotel. Okay. So, what materials are they made of?
Bricks.
Bricks. Okay. Then, Adish,
Yes, ma'am.
what kind of homes are there in your neighborhood?
Institution building.
Okay. Can you say what materials are used for it? Concrete. Then,
Glasses.
glasses. Yeah. Okay.
Bricks.
Brick. Okay. Good. So, let me ask you one more thing. So, what kind of housing is most needed in your town?
Villas.
Why?
Because it's more spacious.
Yeah. Are there any examples of buildings which use recycled materials? I mean, in your region.
No, I think.
What about Fatima?
I'm not
Actually,
sure. Here there are
uh,
tent and caravan.
yeah. Actually, are they needed for using the recycled things for building houses and all?
For certain situations.
Yeah, depends. Or instead of hurling plastic bottles here and there, he utilized it in an effective, productive way, right? So we can call that a so the person engineer having social responsibility, isn't it?
Miss, could you repeat that?
So we can call a chat like an engineer having so great social commitments. It's not clear.
No, miss.
Actually, Tata is dedicated to his profession. Yes.
and is having social commitment also. That's why he could you reuse the things which were simply considered as waste. Okay. Actually, let me ask a general question. What's the difference between house and home?
House and home.
Yeah, burn your brain.
A home is a place that you look forward to go to.
Okay. What about
House
house?
is more like home.
Okay. What about house? Hmm. Actually, whether you are in home or house. Okay, let me have a clue. Let me give you a clue. You have to explain it. Okay. Actually, for me, house can be considered as a building, only a building. Okay. It's a philosophical answer actually, not based on facts. Am I audible?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Actually, you have to think beyond that. It's not factual. So house is simply a building. But home is where we have intimacy, belongingness, love, care, attention, mutual understanding, trust, and where we live together with our family, siblings, and all. Where we build, make a somewhat like a heaven. This is the philosophical difference between house and home. That's why I said it's a general question, not based on facts. You want to say anything more?
No, it's fine.
No, it's not an answer, Fatima. So you can explain, Dr. For you, how do you feel? Are you either in a home or a house?
Please repeat the question again.
Whether you are in house or home,
I'm in home.
why what makes a home?
Indonesia.
Simply, a precise answer will be given by Fatima. Okay. Then Amal?
I could say I'm in home and house because I'm living my hobby and like
Okay.
I live with my parents.
So, what are the main things that a family has to possess? What values we should have? What values?
Stability.
Yeah. Then how we should behave a family?
Family.
Then
How we should behave family.
Hmm.
Politely.
Yeah. Then
Respectfully.
then
Passionately.
uh-huh. Adish,
Yeah, ma'am.
what about you? How we can manage family having a positive vibe and happiness? How we can maintain all those things?
Ma'am, I didn't understand.
How can we ensure happiness in our family? How can we bring happiness in your family? Adish, are you there? I'm asking this again from your textbook. Yeah, sorry, can you repeat? Okay, have a think of. Just think of it. Okay, so it's time for a break now. So have a great day. Thanks for being with me.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye bye. There was not much issues today, right?
Very much.